Hey guys, Melon Man here. Oh my gosh. Just getting back to it. Just getting back to it. The New Year retreat. Wow. Just blasted me, into 2020. And I needed to collect myself and integrate what happened to me. Fantastic start to the year. Super excited. Great space. Feeling good. Massive goals and clarity for this year with regards to being more involved with public speaking, speaking at the World Pranic Festival this year in June, wanting to get more speaking in the public speaking opportunities. Today, here I am jumping into it. Finally, just connecting for the very first time. I did not even get a chance to begin talking about what needs to happen, what is going to happen. And here I am connecting with a new gentleman friend of mine. His name is Erick. Erick Storch.
Erick Storch.
Erick Storch.
Yes.
Awesome. Sir, I saw a clip that...
Wait, 1 second. Before you call me sir, you make me sound old. So don't call me sir. Call me...
I call most people sir just out of my own programming respect. I'm sorry if I do that. I don't mean any disrespect. I have nothing but respect for you from just what I just... a minuscule opportunity that I've had to just witness one short video. That's the first time I saw something of you, Erick. I've seen you commenting on similar posts. I've seen us collectively on things. And so I know that you were of this mindset. And when I saw your video, I was like, wow, here's the guy. This guy is 64 years old, Erick?
Yes, 64. I'll be 65 in July.
I saw a video of Erick looking fantastic, sounding fantastic, sounding connected, plugged in, turned on, tapped in the vortex, in the quiet space, connected to the giant within. We're talking about someone who has found his internal infinite energy. And I immediately recognized it. And I had to reach out to you and say, wow, man, you're doing fantastic. And I want to share what you're doing with people that I know. You're awesome, man.
By the way, you have words. You're amazing. You have a lot of energy and passion. You're a very passionate person. And also, I just want to say that when I saw you and your lifestyle and the way you are, you're amazing. You're amazing, man. You know, the thing is, you found this earlier in life. How old are you? You're like, what, 36?
I found this. I think I found it late in life.
How old are you?
I'm 48 this year.
48. Okay, 48. Okay, all right. Well, you look younger, so maybe that's also good. But you know, when we eat correctly, when we eat right, when we eat clean, and when we do our exercise and we have good thoughts in our minds, we're going to look younger. We're going to feel younger. It's just amazing. It's just amazing.
That's my message.
Amazing.
That's my message. Yes. You're telling my message.
Well,
so have you been in fitness your life?
Be a football player, a soccer player. That's why I said to you,
soccer player.
Amazing. Soccer is amazing. I was a soccer player growing up as a kid.
My son's a soccer player. I was a soccer player as a young man.
How old's your son?
He's not going to be 9.
It's a great time. I remember when I was 9 years old. It was, I would go to sleep with a soccer ball. I'd wake up with a soccer ball. I walked to school dribbling the soccer ball. Soccer for me was everything. I played till I was I stopped playing at the age of 62. I just played. I just stopped. I have a friend of mine. He's 66 years old. My friend is 66. He plays on. He plays. He still plays. He's in amazing shape. If you don't stop and you can continue all the time, you can come. You can play. The only reason I can play is because my knees kind of screwed up past injuries. Otherwise, I'd still be able to play. I mean, you know, there's a thing here. I live on the island. I live on this Kopangan. I live in Kopangan, Thailand. It's this magical paradise island. It's just amazing. Most of the people are here are young.
Where are you from?
I was originally born in Israel, and at the age of 9, my folks, we moved to America, and I grew up in California. I used to be, by the way, I don't know, I used to be Chuck Norris's man.
You used to be Chuck Norris what?
Stunt man.
What?
I was a stunt man. I also
did it for
them. Yeah, I was an actor. I did quite a few films in Hollywood.
Wow.
Life is amazing. Life has brought me to this beautiful and amazing places in the world.
I can't believe I've connected with you, brother. I can't believe it. Like, how did I find you? How did we meet? How did we collide to be now talking? Like,
because the universe has brought people like us together. That's what the universe is.
Exactly,
it brings us. Sir. It brings people like us together.
Exactly.
We have a message to give to this. We have message. We have to show people because that's what we were chosen to do. It's not even it's not our choice. Basically, we were chosen.
This is what we're supposed to do.
Yes. So that's what we're doing it. That's what we're doing it. How many kids you have? You have 5 kids, 4 or 5 kids?
3 kids. 3 kids.
Oh, you have three kids. Oh, I give you 5 kids. Okay, so you still got 2 more to do.
How many kids do you have?
I got 2 kids. I got 2 boys. Yeah, I got 2 boys. My younger son is going to be 28 in March, and my oldest son will be 32 in March. And they're coming right now. Both of them live in Israel, and they're both coming here now. Next month, they're going to come here, and my younger son is going to stay with me for a while to live here with me. It's amazing. The most important thing about parents-children relationships, that's what from my experience, I can only say from my experience, I'm not trying to give any kind of ideas to others, is to be friends with your children. To be friends with your children. Don't give that kind of I'm the father, I'm the mother, because later in life, when you can sit with your children, and you can talk to them, and you can have this amazing conversations and amazing connection with each other.
I so want it, sir. I so want it, sir.
It's up to you. It will come from you, not from them. You have to lead that way, And so you have to understand about how to get along with them, and it's like, oh, I'm the father, I'm right, and you're wrong. You have to listen to them. Children are human beings, and I tell you, one of the most amazing things that I found and discovered in my life is this thing called human design. I sent you a book about human design a while ago.
I saw that you sent me something last night. Thank you, sir.
This is the most amazing thing that I've ever run across. It basically tells us that, yes, it changed my whole life. It put me living on this island. I live in this nature. Basically, the best way to live is definitely not in big cities with big buildings and the cars. We should be in nature. We come from nature, We come from nature. So right. I live in the middle of this jungle in an island that I don't have shoes already 2 years. I own a pair of shoes. I threw away my shoes 2 years ago, and I'm walking barefooted everywhere. I got stories.
How long have you been in this lifestyle?
I've been in this lifestyle. I moved from China. I lived in China for 12 years. And then when I moved from China I've been here. This is going on my 3rd year. This is going on my 3rd year in living in Thailand. So I would say about the process started 3 years ago. Actually, the process started 64 years ago. I've always wanted to live on an island. I was an island person from ever, So it started but basically I would say the last 2 years.
You've been really moving towards this pranic lifestyle?
Yes, but 2 years, I'm basically, I'm here almost 2 years on this island now, and it's just amazing.
I can't believe that at 64 years of age, you've only been doing this lifestyle for 2 years. Like, you're in amazing shape, man.
Well, no, I've always been in shape. I was a football, soccer player. I was always an
Always
athlete.
working out, always exercising.
Always, I lived before I came to this island. I lived in this place called Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is northern Thailand, and I decided I'm going to move to the island. That's it. There was enough for me there. And my son asked me. He said, "Dad, how are you going to go to the island?" And I said to him, "I'm going to fly like everyone else." He says, "Dad, you're not like everyone else. Ride a bicycle." I said, "Okay." I took a bicycle and I rode the bicycle 1,200 kilometers with no shoes, by the way. I had no shoes. I rode my bike with no shoes for 1,200 kilometers. It took me 12 days. I rode 100 kilometers a day. At evening time, I stopped, stayed in a hotel. In the morning, got to do another 100 kilometers for 12 days. It was my journey to come here. And it was amazing. It was amazing. I met many interesting people.
63 years old.
At 63 years old. I did it because, you know why? I wanted to show the young people and also myself, but I knew I can do it. I had no doubt. I knew that I wanted to show that, hey, age means nothing. People say, Chris Manley, right? You know Chris
Yes.
Manley, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Chris. I look at Chris and I say, Chris is an amazing guy. Chris is he's one of us. He's one of the guys that we're here to show people. And he's talking about we don't need to eat much. Also, you don't eat much. You do like a whole week of not eating. I don't have a hat, but if I had a hat, I would take my hat off for you, man. You're amazing. So I don't know how to do that yet, but the food that I eat is I eat fruits and vegetables, I eat raw.
I saw that. Right. And
Yeah,
I eat
yeah.
mostly fruits and vegetables too. I often eat once a day.
Well, yeah, I don't eat more than once a day.
I saw that about you. Right. When I'm eating, I eat once a day.
Yeah. And so, by doing that, we don't have to die at the age of 60 or 70 or 100 because our cells rejuvenate them. We can go on 200, 300. We don't have to die. We can go on for a long time. And when you tell people that, you say, "Oh, who wants to be 300 and feel like 300?" No, that's not the idea. You could be 300, but still feel like you're 60. I told this guy yesterday, you could be like 60. The guy said, the guy was telling me, 60, who wants to be 60? And the guy was 40. I look 10 times better than him, and he's 40. And I'm saying, I'm 64 years old. What do you mean? Look at how I feel. Look how I look. I feel great. You telling me at 64 to be like 300 and feel like this? I'll take it any day. I feel I do things I can, and everybody can do this. It's not just me. I'm not no Superman. You're not a Superman. Manly is not a Superman. We're not Superman. We are just people that just found out that the things we need to do in order for us to be in this situation. That's all. That's all. We could all do this.
Exactly, Eric. Now, please, can you just outline a little bit? What does it take to be like? I mean, first of all, maybe just stand up a little bit and let these people see the kind of condition that you're in.
You see it?
64 years old.
65 in July 7th.
65 years old. Look at the condition of this man. Okay.
I feel great. I feel
Awesome.
Great. I feel amazing. I feel
Awesome.
really great.
Awesome.
The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I drink my urine. I've been doing this for the last just recently. This has only been 6 months. Every day for the last 6 months, I drink my urine, my morning urine. I haven't got into yet. I also did an interview with Harry. Harry's also an amazing guy. I love Harry.
Harry's an amazing man.
We brother, we are all connected. We are all connected.
Harry's my buddy.
I know. I see. We're all because that's what we're here for. We're here. We found each other. We need to form a team in order to get.
Do you know
Alatom? I know. I don't know Alatom. I don't know. I need to know him. I feel the way you said it. I feel I need to know him. So what I was saying. Yeah. So Harry's talking more about the aged urine and stuff like that. I haven't got into the aged urine yet.
Yep.
But I think I put drops of urine into my eyes, into into, and I haven't done it to my nose yet, to my eyes, to
Yes.
my ears.
Yes.
I will start those two, but I drink it every morning. I drink like 3 cups.
Enema?
I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
It's next.
Okay.
I'm in the process, brother. I haven't caught up to you guys, but listen, it's all going there. That's all going there. Yes, definitely, no question about it. You know, it's just a whole kind of a cycle thing that in order to do it. So I'm
okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? This is what I say about the urine, and I don't talk about the urine very much because it's just not.
I know what you mean.
Accepted.
I understand.
Right?
I understand. But yes, but you know, yeah. But all the stuff that you're doing now, you know, all the other stuff is also not accepted.
Oh, I know.
It's easier to accept.
But there's such a just you can't even go there with that one.
You'll say when you come to that, they'll turn you this way. They'll still listen to you.
Let them get this part. Let them get this part. Because they're not going to get that. They're not going to get that. Because, listen, it's about changing our minds.
Yes.
It's about changing our minds. It's that we've been programmed backwards.
Yes.
And actually, so what we really need to do is we need to flip the gear the other way.
We need to reel him in slowly.
So this is the thing, is that what the population, what the public has been taught,
yes,
is actually the backward information.
Of course, they want to control us.
So the thing that they say is the most awful becomes the best.
Yes, of course.
But you know what? People can't go so far because they get scared. It's scary. That's too much. So we have to go incrementally. Like, you can't think about, oh my gosh, no, I don't want that. The people think they don't want that, but that's how their minds go. Their minds go backwards. I don't want that. Instead of their mind working like, I want this. Don't think about what you don't want. Don't talk about what you don't want. Talk about what you want. And as you talk about what you want, you're going to crystallize that into reality. Just talk about what you want. And as you focus on what you want, you will find that you'll stop judging things as much as you do from your righteous position that you are right and the others are wrong. Because it's not about right and wrong.
No, it's not about right or wrong. No, there is no such thing as right or wrong.
There is no such thing as right or wrong. It's all choice.
It just is.
It's all choice. Every human has a right to choose. And if somebody wants to choose to eat that and die like that and enjoy that pain or choose that pain in their life, then that's their choice. And I need to accept whatever choice they make.
Whether you like it or not. Yeah, whether you like it or not, we have to accept it.
Everyone has to accept everybody's choices around here. You can't blow somebody's head off because you don't agree with them.
That's true.
That's not humane. That's war, and that's idiocy. That needs to go. Because that's infancy. Because we are one thing here. There is only one thing here. There's a unity consciousness here.
Yes.
There's one light force energy here. It's benevolent. It's love. It's nonstop. It's constant. It's white. It never changes.
Yes.
And
my mother always
come from there.
Yes. My mother always said you will get much more with love than you will get with vinegar. Violence is not the issue. Violence is not the answer. Violence is not the answer. It's all about love.
And love is accepting the other person right where they are, wherever they choose to be, and giving them love. So, what is love? Love is giving and receiving.
Yes, it's a two-way street.
It's
It's a two-way
two.
street. Yes, I agree with you 100%.
It's
So,
both.
yes,
It's not one or the other.
no, it's a combination of both. It's a combination of both. We need to learn both sides of it. No question about that.
And that's the thing. That's what fasting is. That's what challenging an addiction is. That's what taking a break from watching TV, or taking a break from coffee, or taking a break from alcohol, or taking a break from food, or stopping sex for a period of time, or stopping shopping, or any of these things is fasting. Is it stopping something and then starting it again? It's stopping it and then starting it again. It's both. And then when we practice both, stopping and starting our life, that we learn to make a choice and make a decision.
Yes.
And if we want to make a different choice and a different decision at a different point in our life, that's our choice. We were choosing to do it this way before, and now we're choosing it a different way now. That's a different decision. That's a different choice. And everyone is free to do that whenever they like.
Right. No question about it. And then after you get to do this, practice more and more, then you will realize, and you'll feel that the things that are not good for you, you can just let them go much easier.
Because they're not working for you. So it's not like I'm giving up anything at all. It's that I'm choosing what's better for me.
Exactly.
So I'm loving it.
Yeah, of course, because now you understand.
It's not me giving up anything. I'm not giving up food. No. I'm choosing life. I'm choosing energy. I'm choosing joy. I'm choosing what's inside.
I love your energy, brother. You got amazing energy. That's amazing. And it's right now, it's about 8 o'clock at your place, right?
It's 8 o'clock at my place, 8:15. I'm end of my day. I started at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right on. See? Yeah, most people don't have this kind of energy.
Well, this is an inspiration. It's an infinite energy. When I'm speaking about this, which is my fire and my passion inside, I cannot rest.
Of course. Even if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to rest, you couldn't.
I couldn't.
I know because it's right into you. It's what you're about.
It's me.
And you can, it's enjoyment. It's part of what.
When you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Orange juice, right?
Yes. Of course. You guys get good fruits in Toronto?
In the summertime, we have great fruits in the summer.
But in the wintertime, they don't.
In the wintertime, I just do like apples and bananas and oranges and salads and vegetables and vegetable juices.
If I could show you, let me just show you something here. I'll show you outside my where I live. Okay.
Yeah.
You see where I'm at?
Wow.
I got coconut trees here.
Oh my gosh.
I pick bananas off the trees off here. I got mango trees. I've got, this is like paradise here,
Unbelievable, brother. Unbelievable. Bravo. 65 years old, living in the jungle with fruits and vegetables, with his feet on the ground. Tell me, Erick, tell me what's the foundation? You get up in the morning, you drink your urine. You know what? We understand people aren't going to go there, but it's distilled water. Urine is distilled water. It's structured water. That's the same water that they have in fruits and vegetables. So go to fruits and vegetables. Go to distilled water. That's what I tell people. Distilled water, fruits and vegetables. Structured water. Get your water in the sunlight to make it structured. When it's in the fruit, it's structured by the light of the sun. It gets structured. It's higher than distilled water. Distilled water and then structured water has been treated by the sun. It's in a life being, and it has consciousness. So the fruit has structure in its water, whereas distilled water is just one step lower. So going further, distilled water from within my body is distilled by my kidney, the highest distiller on the planet, the highest conscious being, my water, my distilled water, my conscious energetic water, me. That is the most powerful thing. That is the most powerful thing. You don't have to choose it. That's your choice. That's your choice.
Right.
You can do whatever you like.
Right.
You can drink the fruits and eat the vegetables. That's awesome. Do that. Drink the distilled
By the
water.
way,
Do that. That's awesome.
yes.
Get out in the sun. Get your feet on the ground. What else, Eric? Please.
By the way, I don't drink water at all. I don't drink any water whatsoever. 6 months ago, I gave up coffee. It was difficult for me to give up coffee. I liked it. I gave it up. I tried a few times, but the last time I gave it up, I knew that's it. Coffee is gone from me already more than 6 months. Don't need it. Have no desire for it. I have a juicer that I juice some beet juice and some carrots and apples and stuff like that. I do exercise in the morning. I do every day. Every day I do 1,000 push-ups. Every day I do 1,000 push-ups. I don't do much because I just maintain it now. So I do 1,000 push-ups. I do this, this right here. I use this roller, the roller thing.
Ab roller. Yeah.
Ab roller. I do this.
I do
every
yoga.
day.
I do light weights. I do flexibility. I do stretching.
Yeah.
I do breathing.
Yes.
I do meditation. Do you do meditation?
Also, every morning. The first thing I do is meditation.
Every day.
Every day.
Meditation is foundation. Would you agree?
Oh yes, agree. Meditation is amazing.
I
get up at like 4. I get up at 4 or 4:30 every morning.
Me too.
I mean, the nature wakes me up. I hear the birds.
Unbelievable. I love it when I get away on holidays like that.
Yeah. And I do every morning. I do a 15-minute plank. 15 minutes every day.
Unbelievable.
Plank. Yeah, I started with 30 seconds.
Power building, focusing on your breath, centering yourself in your consciousness, building up your power.
Yes. And then I have my bicycle. I ride my bicycle all through the island. Motorcycle I only buy when I buy lots of food. Otherwise, my bicycle, I do 30, 40 kilometers every day on my bicycle. I'm the bicycle guy. Everybody knows me as the bicycle.
Unbelievable.
And I tell you another thing. Already, this is my second year. I do sun gazing. But when I say sun gazing, I mean I do 3 hours every single day, 2 or 3 hours. I'm sun gazing at all times of the day because they told us you can only look in the morning and in the afternoon, in the sunrise, because they said it's bad for your eyes. You're going to damage your eyes. What a bunch of crap. Sorry for that word. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So yesterday I was.
And I tell people, listen, I understand, people are busy up here in Canada in the rat race. Awesome that you've unplugged yourself from that. But if you can't do that, listen, we're in the Northern Hemisphere. At least stare into the sunlight for a few minutes every day, as much as you can, especially in the wintertime. Whenever you can, get outside into the sunlight. Here in Canada, we need to do it. In the summertime, we've got to get our feet on the ground.
All the time. I go to the sand, to the beach, and I lay on the sand. And I look up straight to the sun at noontime, 12 o'clock. Yesterday, 2 hours into the sun, just sitting there. Every so often, I go into the water to cool myself off.
Most Canadians can't do that, and they can't do that. You have to build up a tolerance to that. But at least just make sure you're getting a couple of minutes up here in Canada. You've got to do that, guys. Cancer.
Throw away your sunglasses.
You don't have to get sick. You don't have to
Throw away
cancer.
Your sunglasses. Throw away your sunglasses. Throw away your sunglasses. They're the worst. One of the shoes and sunglasses, the worst inventions in this world. They block us off from what we need because they want the pharmaceutical companies. They want us to buy their pills. So the sun is cheap. The sun is no cost.
So you know what? And I completely understand this. You know what? We can almost get to this point where we're like, it's like us against them, and I don't want to have that either, because what we really need here is we need a complete truce, and we really need to stop throwing stones at anybody, because everyone on this planet needs to make money, right? And money, unfortunately, is what makes this whole thing go round, because we all got to pay the rent, right? And so I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming anybody. All I want to get across to people is that they need to take control of their own self.
Yes.
And they need to choose their direction for their self. And they need to take their health into their own hands. I'm not blaming anybody for anything. All I'm doing is empowering people to take action in their lives right now. You want to change your life in 2020? Take action in your life right now.
Yes.
You can.
You know, the thing that I found is that most of the people in this world, their priority, not their health. Their priority is not their health.
What's their priority? What's their priority?
Priority is probably money, probably taking care of the family, probably everything else except them.
They don't put themselves first ever. They don't never learn how to love themselves. And they can't love another until they love themselves.
That's why we have so many divorces. Because a person doesn't love themselves.
Because we
how can
have
you love
a
others?
misconception of what a relationship is supposed to be and how a relationship is supposed to be. Because you're supposed to have a relationship first with yourself.
Yes. That's why the human design thing is so amazing.
Awesome. I haven't read that. Could you please share more about that? What did the human design thing teach you about loving the self?
Human design is we used to have a seven center chakra, you know, the chakra.
Yes, I'm very familiar with the chakras, and I'm very familiar with the seven hermetic principles. Yes, sir.
But in 1790 it changed and it became the nine center energies, 9 centers of energy. And
so one above and one below?
Actually, it's got 2 on the side. I will send you what a chart looks like. In fact, after this show, after this talk, you can send me your date of birth and the time you were born, the city and the country. I will do your chart.
You do the numbers. You do the number stuff.
I do the number stuff. As soon as I got into it, I felt it's amazing.
I've never done that. I've never looked into that.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And what's really important for you as a father, with having young children, is to know their structure, their chart. And it will make it so much easier for you to understand them and how because each one is different.
Do you know how to understand the stars and stuff too? Do you do the Capricorn?
This is part of it, but this goes much deeper. This is much deeper because this is combined with the I Ching of the Chinese philosophy, the Kabbalah, Jewish philosophy.
Kabbalah, yes, I'm very familiar with the Kabbalah. Love the Kabbalah.
And the Hindu, the chakra system, and the astrology. It's, by the way, this guy who came up with this thing is a Canadian guy. His name is Hu Rahu. He passed away at the age of 63.
Are you familiar with the Hermetic principles? Are you an alchemist?
No.
Never heard of the Hermetic principles?
No, I've heard of it, but I didn't really go inside to it. This thing just opened up for me, and then when I saw it and I went into it and I listened to it and I read more about it, it just resonated with me.
But you've studied the Kabbalah?
I've studied a little bit of Kabbalah, yes. I've studied. Yes. I know a little bit of everything. I'm a jack of all trades and a master I'm a master of one, but I won't say what that is. But what I want to say to you, you have 3 children, right?
Yes.
All your children are the same?
No,
but as parents, we have a tendency, because we have 3 children, 5 children, whatever, we have a tendency to treat them all the same. Cannot work. What works for one will not work for the other.
Very interesting. Good insight.
So this human design thing will tell you exactly, there are 5 types in this unit. There's 5 types in the human design. One is a generator, which is 70% of the people in the world.
I've heard of this before.
And then one is a projector, which is 20% of this world.
I've heard of this before, yes.
Yeah, so this is really amazing. And then we have a reflector, which is only 1% of the world. And then we have generator manifesting. And then we have manifestors. Manifestors are only 8% of the people in this world, and they are the initiators. I'm a manifester. I'm here to initiate things. I bet you're probably a manifester. And if you can't be you probably are a manifester, because you're here to inform people things. That's what you're here for. The generators are here to work, but the projectors are here to guide people. And the manifestors are here to initiate things, to show people things, and then move on and show other people different things. This is what we're here for. And so I would really love to do your chart to see what it is,
Cool. I'd be interested to find out what mine is. Thank you. I've had someone talk to me about this before. And at that time, I was not of an open mind to accept that. And so I'm interested now to hear what you have to say about this, because I align with you on so many other things. So I would really be interested to hear your input regarding that. Thank you.
Yes. So, yeah, life is amazing. If I would have told myself yesterday, I said this to this guy, if I would have myself at the age of 20, that at 64 would be the best time of my life, the most amazing time of my life, I would have laughed at myself. I would have thought I was crazy, because at 20, when you think about 64, you think some old man who probably sits on no TV watching TV and can't move. You know what I'm saying? Life is amazing, man. Life is amazing. You got to love yourself, and you got to get up in the morning. I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do, before I do anything, before even I drink my pee, I am looking at the mirror and laughing nonstop. And I keep laughing. It's not real. It's not real. But after a certain point, it's like the river opens up. If you don't stop, the river opens up, and it's just like, and then the laughter becomes real. And I'm on the floor holding my stomach, and I'm cracking up. This is what I do. This is what I do. One of my rituals every single morning.
Wow. A laugh meditation. A laugh.
It's just amazing.
Awesome, brother. Awesome.
It feels great.
Thank you.
Because anything that comes through my life during that day comes funny. It's not, I don't take it seriously. Don't take life seriously.
Oh, so brilliant, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, life is amazing. You got to love yourself. And one thing I say first thing also, I say, today is going to be an amazing day. I'm going to have an amazing day. And no matter what comes, I just want to tell you a little story, just a little quick story.
You're affirming you're affirming your joy for the day, sir. Please share the story.
Yes. I'm riding my bicycle. And then this guy with a motorcycle, he kind of cuts me off. Kind of, he's like coming into my lane, and he goes in. So my mistake was, as I passed him, I reacted. I shouldn't have reacted, but I reacted. And afterwards I caught myself, and I said to myself, I said, "You son of a bitch," which I shouldn't have said. But anyway, so he heard me, and so I kept riding, and he turned around with his motorcycle. He got in front of me. He stopped me, and so I got off my bicycle. He got off his, and he's a little bit taller than me. He's also a foreigner. He's a Spanish guy. We live in Thailand, both of us. And he said, and I said, "Hey man, watch the way you drive." He goes, "Everybody drives like this." I said, "Just because everybody drives like this doesn't make it okay." But I said, "Okay." And then he pushed my bike, threw my bike down, and it hit my leg, my foot. They really, really scratched my foot. It really hurt my foot. I picked up the bike. I looked at him. He looked at me. He was right in my face, and he's saying to myself, he wants to fight. He's like, it's his energy. It's not me. I know that I said what I said, and then I passed it. I already forgot about it as I rode away. And he said he wants to fight. And I said to him, listen, I said, he's like in his early 30s. I said to him, listen, I said, if we fight here, you're going to get bloody. I'm going to get bloody. Then the police may come, and then the people are watching us fighting over this really irrelevant thing. And maybe they'll throw us out of this country and live in this paradise. I said, you know what? I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. You know what, brother? Let's just do it. And if anything, it's our egos. It's saying, who's stronger? I'm stronger than you. For what? I love you, brother. I'm sorry that I reacted that way. I shouldn't have reacted that way. And forgive me.
Wow.
And I got on my bike, and I ran away. And I didn't run away. And he still didn't get it. He was saying, "Oh, you son of a bitch," But I put something in his mind. I left a little thing in his mind. And I was really happy. In my younger days, I would have gone for his throat.
I know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And for what? And for what would I gained, and what would he have gained? Nothing.
So good. And you know what? This is such an important thing, the circle of life there, because in our youth, our testosterone levels are high, and we're reactive, right?
Yes.
We're reactive sexually, with women, with fights, with food, with money, with
everything,
right?
Yes,
and then
yes.
After 40, like, those hormones start to change, and it gives us a different perspective, because now we're not being led by this body chemistry any longer. And this is important, because it gives us an opportunity now to actually look at ourselves in our life and make a different decision or a different choice from a different perspective, right?
That's the main thing. It's that's what you just said. It's a different perspective, the way we look at it from a different perspective.
Because at
That's what it's
30,
about.
that man thought he should fight, and that's just what he thought. Because
Yes,
he's
it's not his
right.
fault.
Because he's
It's not
right.
his fault.
And you can't solve a problem from the same level of what it was created with. If it's created by mind, you can't fix it by mind. You've got to come at it from a different perspective, a higher perspective. You can't fix a problem by attacking it with the same energy that created it. You've got to come in from a higher altitude. You've got to come in from a frequency of love. A conscious thought brings you in from a different perspective than mine. And then now you can give him a different perspective. Look, this is what's going to happen if we play that out, brother. And still, he still says, I'm right, and I'm going to pick a fight at the end. I'm still going to try to pick a fight. He still can't see.
No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
It's just his place.
It's his place.
In his youth.
Yes, that's what it's about.
And that's it. It's a different time of life. And from that point of view, he is right. And from your point of view, you are right. So there are two rights. There's an absolute truth. There's a truth. And then there's an absolute truth. There's a different truth. It's a paradox of life. It's not right or wrong. It's a perspective from which place you are standing.
That's the only way he can look at it. And that's the only way I can look at it at this point. And that's okay.
Because there's only one thing here. It's love. It's acting in him that way right now. And in 30 years, it will act in that same man in another way. And he's not going to understand that right now because he's just not ready.
Yes, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So
somebody's ready to hear the message and somebody's not. It's just not the right time for that person or not. You can't make somebody change their mind.
No, you cannot. You could just show them and that's it. That's up to them.
I can only
that's their decision.
You can choose whatever you like.
Yes.
I'm only here to tell you this. If you don't want to do it, that's okay. And I can't worry about it anymore because I've done my job.
That's right. That's it. That's all.
I'm supposed to bring this message. That's who I am. So I told you it. Now, if you don't want to do it, that's okay.
He'll come to a point. He'll come to a point when you will learn it. We all do. Well, hopefully we all do. Some of us still don't.
Some people don't. They just get old and die.
They get old and die, you know.
In pain, in sickness, in disease, in lack, in limitation, in unhappiness, in unfulfillment.
I want to tell you about another thing that I've stopped and I've dropped and it's changed my whole life. I used to be addicted to sex. I was a sexaholic.
Me too.
Sex all the time. Sex every day. If I didn't have sex one day, you know, I've been married
a day.
I've been married 4 times. So if there was no sex one day, you know, it's the world was coming to an end.
Yes.
And so since I've been living on my own now for the last 2.5 years, I can count the times I've had sex on 2 hands. No, you know, I don't look for it anymore. And I want to tell you, I go to the beach here every night. Every night we have this thing in Zen Beach. We have this thing called a sunset party where there's literally, depending on the season, there are hundreds and sometimes 1,000 people on the beach and all these beautiful young girls with G-string bikinis. And I look at them and it's really interesting now that before I used to be a predator. And I admit it. I would look around, find the girl, and I'd find it, and I knew how to get her to my bed. Now, if I don't have a connection with a person, there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. If I have no connection, there's no reason for it. And even a connection is not enough. And so now when I talk to the girls or women, I feel that they feel for me no threat. Because I'm not sending out that feeling that I need to have sex. I want to have sex with you. It's nothing like that. And so they feel very comfortable around me now, much, much easier. And I could see how they are with other men. I watch everything. I observe everything in life. And I look at the way you know, the predators who are going to the women, and you could see in their eyes, you could see in their energy that they're just there just to get, because this girl's beautiful, has a nice body, and they want to have sex with them. And so the transition of being this way now, it's so much nicer. I don't have to put all this energy into it.
Oh, it looks like I may have lost Eric. But wow. Oh, what an awesome opportunity. Oh, looks like we got him back.
Yeah.
We got you back, brother.
Yeah, we got you back. Yes, of course. Yeah, it's internet. Yeah, so I feel so much better because I put the energy to myself. I put everything to me, and I don't have to find. And it's okay, you know. I haven't had sex in such a long time. I don't miss it. I don't think about it. And the porn is also gone. You know, I used to do the porn thing.
Yep. Well, this is it. Is that again the circle of life in terms of like our sexual need has changed because of the hormone profile. But what a wonderful thing, because now you get a moment to pause and think and realize. And now also, when you do collect your energy that way, your sexual energy, that is your passion. That is your joy. That is your essence. That is your footprint. That is you. That is your physical you. Your body creates semen or ovum. That's what your body creates. It does it all of the time, forever and ever and ever. Now, if you can keep that semen in you or that ovum in you, and you cannot expend that energy, that energy can be now utilized in the body for a forever perpetuating energy source, a self-perpetuating energy source. So now if you're not needing to have as much sex, if you're not needing to have as much coffee, if you're not needing to have as much food, you're not needing to have as much alcohol, you're not needing to step outside of the self to satisfy the self, that the being is fully satisfied and supported from within. This is the pranic lifestyle. This is connecting to your prana. This is connecting to your essence, to your energy within you. This is the love energy that is within you. This is loving yourself. This is being with yourself. This is being with that bit of you. This is done in meditation. And at the highest level, it's done with a sexual management, a stillness of sexuality, of food, of a discipline of being. That the being is recognizing that it is complete. Singularity.
It's about that.
Singularity. It's recognizing the oneness, that there is one energy here, that each being has both energies here. Masculine and feminine is within each one of us. And when we can marry those energies within us, when we can bring those two energies together within us, that we have the sacred marriage within us. We balance the forces and we bring the Father Sun, the energy of our Father Sun light, and the Mother Earth energy, the feminine energy, the masculine and feminine energies come together and unite within the being, and oneness is achieved again, realized again. And we realize that we are all the same thing. We're all the same stuff. That everything that is here arises from the field, that we are not even man and woman, that we are just programmed that way, labeled that way, and we take on the responsibilities according to that, that our sexuality has been programmed just like our food, just like our addictions, just like everything else. And when you come to the realization that you are, I am, we are the same energy, then there's no need for me to get it from a woman or from a man. It doesn't matter. I don't need it from somebody else because I get it from within me. And when I get it within me, I have the love within me to give.
Yes. It's the only way. No other way. You cannot give love if you don't have inside you love yourself. Yeah, so it's really amazing. Also, you know, I stopped drinking alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't drank alcohol in 2 years, maybe more than that. Drugs, I did heroin, I did cocaine, I freebase cocaine when I'm a Hollywood guy, you know. We did everything you can think of. I
I,
tripped on
I
acid
was in,
200
I was
times.
into the stimulants, more the anabolics too, the growth hormones and stuff. I was a bodybuilder, so
Yes,
I was
yeah,
into the
yeah.
club
And we
drugs as
know, we
well
know.
too, ecstasy, MDMA, some
Yes,
stimulants, just a little bit different ones, right? Just a little bit different ones.
in this island, you can see on this island, there are many young people who are doing the acid tripping and the mushrooms and stuff like that. I look back, I take a step back, I look and I realize now, of course, I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't do all these things in life in order to understand it. You understand? Obviously, you
And
have to
choose,
understand
because
it
it's
to go
about
through it.
making choices
And
and
then,
making decisions, and you
yeah,
can make different choices and decisions at different times. It's not to eliminate
yes,
something from your life. It's not that's bad and I don't do it. It's
yeah.
not
But
that.
I see now for me, it's not needed because to get to the same level, I don't need that to bring it to myself. I don't need, let's say, to feel like the acid
To
trip.
change your brain neurotransmitters, which you can do with your mind, which you can do
Yes,
with meditation. And you can choose to engage in that if you like, or you don't have to. Plant medicines can be beneficial for many people at different stages in their life. I'm not saying yes or
exactly.
nay. I'm not saying yay or
Yes.
nay. I'm not saying bad or good. There is no bad or there is no good.
There,
It's
there, there
all
is.
good.
Yes, it all depends where you're at. So at this point in my life, for me, and I tell other people what they should do whatever they want to do because it's their life. I just do what I do for me. And if people see it and they get inspired by the fact, then hey, right on, brother. That's it. That's all I can do because we can't do more than that. Like you said, their choice, and you have to accept their choice, and we just do what we do for ourselves, and we do by ourselves. And when people see this, and they think, wow, that guy at 65 or that guy at 40 looks good, and he has this nice mind thinking way, then hey, how do you do it? Then when they come to ask, then you can tell them, and you can say, listen, it may not work for you. It may not work for you. You may need to do a different way to get to what for you, what you need.
You may need
Hey,
to do
this what?
things a little bit differently, but there's
Yes,
still some foundational stuff that we can
yes,
share and that you can pull
yes,
from this. You may not want to do all of this. You may not want to do all of that, but borrow some of this because this is
yes.
what it takes to heal your body and life naturally and come to your
Yes.
very most natural inner power.
Right, right. It's about us and what we're willing to do and what we're willing to accept. So, easy, easy. Every day is a new life. Every day is a new day. People say to me, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Birthday. I say, no, no, no. I said, every day is Christmas for me. Every day is New Year's. Every day is my birthday. I have one day my birthday and 364 days my unbirthday. Every day I celebrate like it's a new life
My own
because
birthday.
yes, on birthday. Today is today. I will not think about tomorrow till tomorrow because tomorrow anyway never comes because when tomorrow comes, it'll be today. It will never be tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Always
And
in the present.
always now. Live the moment, enjoy the moment,
The
and don't try to
power
be
is in the
somewhere.
present. The spirit is always in the present. The present is managed and separated by breaths.
It's even breath. Yes, breath, but it's not one day at a time. It's not 1 second at a time. It's breath by breath
One
because
breath at a time.
you can't take two breaths at the same time, right?
Each breath is an in and an out. Each breath is a giving and a receiving. Each breath is an interaction with your universe.
Yes, yes. There's no question about that. Life is amazing. Enjoy the moment. When you're walking barefooted, you must be in the moment all the time because if you're 1 second take off your concentration in that moment, you're going to be stepping on some glass or some nail. So you have to keep going like that.
You're
You
always
have to be in the
conscious when
moment.
you're barefoot.
Yes, you're
Your
always conscious when
consciousness
you're
goes
barefoot.
way up when you're barefoot.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're grounding yourself. So back to nature. If you cannot live in nature, you can find ways to go into nature. Maybe like you say in Canada, go to the park. Go to the park. Take off your shoes. Walk on the grass for a little bit. Look at the sun a little bit. Get little glimpses of it so that your body gets used to it because we got all this electricity in us. Cell phones and computers and everything is all around us. So if you can't live in
And
nature
anxious
like me,
energy and sadness and sorrow and frustration and anger and stress.
yes, it's all connected. It's all connected. And when you look at the sun and when you ground yourself, and you're gonna feel much better. Your whole being is
You're
gonna
going
be
to
much more
release that.
relaxed.
You're going to release
Yes.
that.
So because what happens is, this is part of the of people being obese and being fat, is we just take things in and we don't let things out. You know, you become a
Shadow
balloon when
energy,
you,
sadness and sorrow
yeah,
trapped in the body.
we need to let it get out. We need to let it out. Use more laughter. Laughter is a wonderful way to get things out. You know, it's like we need to get the balloon, to open the balloon and let the air out, because we're like a balloon. The more we stuff inside us, it just becomes bigger, you know? And you know, it's the interesting thing that I saw you were talking about that, and I understood that, is that you said, obviously, when you were a bodybuilder, your weight was much heavier. And we think that we should be like, when we're that, we should be like that heavy, you know? And reality is, you know, I'm 62 kilos. I'm the same weight I was in school. And
I'm the
people
same weight
telling,
I was when I was 14.
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Me
How
too.
much do you weigh? How much
I'm
do you weigh?
140 pounds, 145 pounds.
You're, I'm 125 pounds. And people look at us, 125 pounds, 162 kilos, 120, yeah,
You're about
120,
140 pounds as well.
140 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're 140
about that.
pounds. I'm about 145 pounds. Yeah. 100,
Okay.
140, 145 pounds, depending on whether I'm eating or not. Like, yeah.
Yes, and I'm saying, at this point, I feel so light. I feel so great. I don't
Me
need the
too.
extra weight.
Me
And
too.
most of us thinking, oh, you're a small guy.
I'm good
I'm
to
not
go
small.
130. I'm good to go 130 now. I'm fine.
Yes, of course, because it's because you feel like you can move quicker.
I
You
feel
can,
better.
you can
I
move.
feel better. I'm pain free. Like I never felt so mobile and agile in my entire life.
Yes, and it will look better. And the age, when we say we get older, it becomes worse, because we're thinking, oh, I'm 60, I need to stop playing. No, you don't need to stop playing at 60. What was that saying? People don't get old because people don't get old because people don't stop playing because they're old. They stop playing. How's it go? Yeah, I
They
missed
get
that.
old, so they stop playing.
No, people don't stop playing because they get old. They stop playing because I don't know. It
They
means,
get old
basically
because
means
they
is
stop playing. They get old because they stop
ah, they
playing.
stop playing because they stop playing. You should
Yes.
be
You
stop
got to
playing. Yeah, I
play
still,
with your life. You've got to get that childhood playfulness loving again. That laughter is such a
yeah,
great tool. Thank you for sharing that. Like
you
loving
know,
your life, embracing your life, meeting your life with more joy, being more conscious in each moment, finding the joy in every moment, embracing all of it, not separating your bits. That's conditional love. I only love this.
yeah,
I only love that.
yeah,
I only
yeah.
love
No,
this.
no,
I'm only going to look at
yes,
this. I'm only going to talk to this. I'm only going to do this. It's not
yes,
this or that.
or
It's this and that.
yes. You have to love every part of what you are, and then you figure it out how it works. And you know, I tell you what the biggest problem in life is that when you buy a juicer, they give you instructions. When we're born, we don't have an instruction book to say, okay, this is what, and so
So
you
you
have to
got to
figure it out.
find it. And the stuff's there, but it's buried and it's hidden under all sorts of crapola. So you got to sift through some shit.
But so people say, what's the purpose of living? What's the purpose of life? Because people are looking for a purpose. I need to build this huge building so they can remember me by
What do they
the
say in the
purpose.
Kabbalah? What do they say in the Kabbalah? What's the purpose of life?
The purpose of life is to live. The purpose of life is to live. You don't need big things. You don't need to live is already a big enough thing. It's already a difficult thing to discover to how to live. Just to live, just to be who you are, and just to do, to do the things, to live.
Choose. Create.
Choose, of course, of
Create.
course. You create your own life.
Create your
Create your
life.
life.
Create your life.
Yes,
In the
it's a
Kabbalah,
creation.
the teaching is to create a creature and bring it to impossible delight. To create a
Exactly.
creature and bring it to impossible delight. To create something and to be
Yes,
delighted as you
yes,
engage with it.
And it doesn't mean from sex or from drugs or from all. That's not what it's about.
From within.
Yes, yes, yes. It's
But
all about from within.
by merging the masculine and feminine within.
We all have feminine and we
You
all have
don't need to
masculine.
get it from your partner. You never
No,
will.
no. We're
Stop
whole
trying.
already. We are
Stop
already
trying.
whole.
Stop expecting it.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's
just
it.
you, a mirror
That's right.
of you. And as you keep on trying to get it, you never will.
It doesn't work like that.
No.
And that's what it. People look.
Change your mind. You
my
need
husband
to
will make me
change your
happy.
mind. Your perspective has to shift.
That's right. You know, my wife will make me happy. My girlfriend will make me happy.
This
No.
will, this holiday will, this job will, this person, this thing, this, if only I could just get, and then I'd be able to, and then if I could just lose this, then I would, if I just didn't have this, then.
That's a lot of ifs. Too many ifs. And they will never connect together. All those ifs. They
Well,
will
you
never
know
come
what?
together.
We gotta bump into some shit before we make a decision.
Of course. You know, in my human design profile, there's a profile. There's 6 numbers. One is a profile in human design. One is an investigator who investigates everything. 2 is a hermit, you know, like caveman. 3 is a martyr. A 4th is a opportunist. A 5th is a heretic, and a 6th is a role model. My profile in human design is a 6-2. I'm a hermit on one side, and I'm a role model on the other side.
I would have picked those 2 for me.
I'm going to make you. You're for sure. You're there. I'm going to do your chart. Send me your things, and I'll do your chart. And the out of the six, only one has 3 phases of life, and that is the role model. The first 3 years of role model of his life, the universe kicks the shit out of him. What does that mean? Everything is trial and error. You try something, doesn't work. You try something, and you observe. At the age of 30 to 50, we call this going on the roof, which what that means is you lick your wounds and you're saying, you know, I've had enough, don't bother me, and you're corner. But that's when you're starting to get, and at 50, when you get off the roof, the people will seek you out. They will see you out, and I think you're 6'2". I also think you're 6'2", but I will do your chart. And so, but if you ask my friends, be 30, you say Erick is a role model. Are you kidding? In and out of jail, drug use, all kinds of stuff that never worked, but it's a phase. Like
I went bankrupt twice. Flop after flop, just messiness, buddy.
You're definitely a role model. There's no question about it, man. People look at you and they see it, and it's for you also. And what thing is really important for us? It's really important for the Sixers is that the truth. When I say the truth means you cannot tell people something that you don't do yourself. For you, it will not work. You cannot hide something, go and eat some more food or do something and say, hey, you know, don't do this. And it doesn't work for you. It will not work for you because that's not you. That's not you. You need the truth for yourself. And then you can go out and then people will see. And also
I'm in alignment. When I'm aligned, then what's coming out of me is my orange juice, right?
Yes.
So it shows up in everything that I do. If everything is going right, you know what's going right.
Right. And when you're aligned, you have this energy. You know, we all have this energy. I have this energy. I think everybody has this. I have this energy coming from my hands. I'm part of like a shaman thing, and I feel this thing. And so every morning before I even start, I lay on the bed and I put my hands over and I line my chakra.
Elaton calls it chi, prana, qigong. He does qigong.
Yes.
I do it with meditation. Everyone has this. Yes, I agree with you.
We all have this. And we need to, the message is got to love yourself, brother.
And I think we've got to end it right there, Erick.
That's it. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It was an amazing opportunity to talk to you. I've always wanted to talk to you, and now that we're connected. we're connected, and we're
And
here.
so we will do this again. We should do this every 6 months, at least once a year, so that we can keep
Yes.
each other accountable and see how we're going and keep each other moving forward.
Yes. Sawadika. See you,
Sawadee ka.
brother. I love you, my brother. Enjoy. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Sleep well.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for your time. I really enjoyed our conversation tonight.
Me too.
See you
Peace,
later,
love, and
man.
peace,
See you
love, and
later.
compassion.
Thank you, man.